or maybe a Kagura, but I do feel that it's the Lilia that could be the option for Omega. And then they last pick the hero for Ryzen, which kind of tells me that they might be considering the Ling.
You think so? You think they're going to go with an assassin? I was wondering if they would lean more towards a safer jungle pick.
Yeah, like a Balmond.
That's the top hero on my mind here.
Yeah.
Was maybe just go for the Balmond, because you want to be contesting those objectives early on, and it also gives you another tool to deal with the Cult Altar.
Yeah, that's true. That is a valid answer for Omega, which kind of tells me that it would be better if they last pick their jungle choice this time, so that they will know at least what Blacklist wants to run with. So a mage is incoming, like Kagura, Lilia perhaps, but instead, what can go wrong, right?
There he is.
You know.
Beautiful face.
They're racing Blacklist. They're forcing Wise to show his hero first. They know this is one of the options. I mean, look at this. The Balmond and the Lolita, that's the King and Queen.
Exactly. Do you go for the Barretts if you're Blacklist International?
That's probably the other safest option.
Yeah.
Grab someone that's sturdy, tanky. You can also use it, with the Daytona's Welcome. Get some setups that you hopefully go in your favor, but still, what is that last pick, even if they go with the Barretts?
Maybe something like a Farsa or an Eve. Actually the Eve still looks good for Blacklist International.
We still don't know where the Fireman is going.
It's the
This is likely Wise's hero. Yes, that's a jungle Baksha. What did Haji pick up?
It's Eve. Okay.
It's a Roller Faramis.
Okay, so the Julian is available. I wonder if Omega's actually trying to go for that.
That was a fast lock-in here.
6 picks and 9. Okay, the Lilia that we talked about earlier on.
Lolita Lilia combo.
All right.
Go back season 9. The code that bent things in Escalera cracked.
Exactly. We're successful with. So what I like about the Lilia Lolita is that it speeds up the tempo. If you pair that up with this Balmond, there's a lot of kill potential and territorial control that you have. Baksha, however, is not a hero that is easily taken out, though.
Yeah.
So that might be an issue.
Plus the Faramis too.
Yeah, that's also true.
That's it.
That's health bars.
That's
Extra health.
Multiple health bars.
Yeah.
Man, who would have thought that the fastest draft will come from the most rivaled team? Set of teams. I mean, wow.
It's clear. Again, I'm so happy that Coach Pakbet have got some reinforcements in Amethyst and Coach Why Not. More hands-on, I'm guessing now in Season 10. But then again, you're staring down the barrel against SEA Games gold medalists, Master the Basics, Dexter and Bonchan. So again, it comes with the territory that these great minds have figured each other out. Welcome to Game 1. It's the Land of Dawn calling. We have the figure.
They're pressing it, and I want to see how they use this to set the pace here as we jump back into the game.
Let's see. So the difference is Faramis is going to be played in a more supporting role as a position 5. You're going to be wanting to go for those tanky items like the Dominance Eyes as well as the Radiant Armor, which I think will play an important role in this burst type of composition coming out from Omega. When Blacklist International hits their timings, they're going to be very difficult to take down unless Keldra says otherwise.
That's another 50-50 down there. I would not be confident in saying that there's a clear winner there, especially if nobody visits. Look, they can go on forever. Look, oh, mini-map.
Yeah, they're literally just forcing each other here, both at half health. Edward also getting worked on quite low here. And this is all just in the first minute of the game.
Yeah, it's gonna be... I think that if we're looking all across the map, the only hero that has a straight-up counter is Edward.
Yes.
So he is... if anyone is gonna struggle in this particular game, it's probably just Edward, which, is gonna be a test of character to this guy. You know that he already played this so many times before. And how is he gonna mend it up?
Well, they're already making a play here. Get the flicker out from Renzio. That's step 1, right? Again, you're talking about that matchup here with Dyroth obviously having the favor with Renzio having that in hand. So they already get the flicker down, but you can see Smart Omega making the play, come give some backup here.
Weiss has got more EXP compared to Ryzen, which I assume he has got better farm as well. So they will still get level 4 onto Ryzen, so you still have that lethal counter. But we'll find out how Omega is gonna approach this first turtle.
This Wise timed it so well. Look, the perfect use of the puissance earlier when they tried to threaten Renzio. Now he has the ult back up plus a retribution. So I'd say they can contest this even in the face of Ryzen's Bauman.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the fight you wanna see.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the turtle pit, they're fighting for it. RWM comes out. They're going to crash down, forcing Omega back here. Chaknu taking quite a bit of damage. Haji's still tanking that turtle too. But look at that! And that's first blood drawn here. And Smart Omega trying to trade it off. Turtle still up. But it's going to be an even trade. Actually, it's a 2-for-1. But they grab the turtle with Ryzen taking the first objective of the game.
Kill intent was there for Omega. The moment that they went in for the turtle, you would think that they will try to focus on that neutral objective. Instead, when Weist showed himself and the real world motivation was dropped down, they grouped up together and went in onto Weist, popping the lethal counter. The unfortunate thing is that they lost the first blood, but they still got the turtle anyways. And Omega deciding to go for the heroes instead of the turtle was a great decision on their part.
There must have been some level of I know you know.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
when you're fighting a Balmond, the instinct is to turn on heroes so that you get the man advantage,
Yeah,
and then
right.
eventually you get the turtle. But what Omega did was they played this dichotomy, this whole 50-50, and turned it on its head. Instead, they went on heroes, and then they cleaned up.
Are they going to try to force the Black Shoes? That they do. Etu Max has to use the sprint too. So again, what we're seeing from Black International is they're not fully committing to these things just yet. They know they're lacking a little bit of damage here, but they're able to get resources, whether that's a flicker, whether that's an ultimate.
More interestingly, this matchup in the middle, because there's so much that's happening across the map.
Yeah.
We see a true 1v1 in the bottom lane where both marksmen are. And so far, Kelra will have a little bit of an advantage over OhMyV, but that's just so minimal at this point. It's an even game down the bottom lane.
I love how Venus and Wise, Venus and Chaknu visited, and then they both left just as quickly, and making like Ken Watanabe from the Godzilla movie said, let them fight.
Let them fight.
Just let them fight.
Okay, the charge up from Chaknu, forcing the flicker out from OhMyV Venus. They're going to be happy with that so far, but Ryzen and Renzio just planting themselves in the jungle here. Wise doesn't want to let that happen. There's the Cult Altar. RWM comes out too. Edward now from the backside. Going to force them back here. OhMyV Venus on the hunt too, but Edward gets punished.
Man
and another
down.
turtle up here. Going to go in the hands of Smart Omega.
Man down, it's the same thing. It's the same sequence.
Did you see that? That was very smart from Omega. They forced out some of the ultimates of Blacklist International around the purple buff. Blacklist International obliged with 2 or even 3 imported ultimates. RWM, the Cult Altar, as well as the Pusans and Kelra might even win this.
Short a bullet.
One bullet short. Meanwhile, on the top side, Edward going to be the focus. And another kill here for Smart Omega. Ryzen just doing work on this Ballman with a lethal counter.
Omega's winning the map this time. Kelra is outgunning the Matrix in the bottom lane. And up top, they have found the dent in the armor of Blacklist International. There's a straight-up weakness between the matchups of the XP lane, and Omega just popped that wide open. And they had to control them up this time. 3.2k, who would have thought that he will lead like this?
Okay, we're going to get focused on now. Tries to juke them out, but you can't juke out the real-world manipulation. But here comes Chaknu and Etu Max. They might be looking for some revenge. Chaknu going to get focused on back off here. Black Shoes going to be committed. Ryzen just around the corner. He goes in, but look at the damage. The Cult Altar comes out. Ryzen looking for the lethal counter. It's not enough, though. And now he's going to be focused on a 4 versus 1. Has to back out here. Big play, but Renzio comes back. Not going to commit anything this just yet, but already 6 minutes in the game, quite a bit of action.
Well timed. Blacklist was playing the long con, and they eventually turned those 2 turtles and huge team play sequences into a punish onto Kelra. And dare I say, yeah, you can give Edward hell, but as long as OhMyV has the potential to come back, much like he did here, much like how he's sitting at 2-0-0 right now, about some gold ahead of Kelra, I'd say. But the thing is, I don't know how this happened. Kelra still has an EXP level ahead.
Well, you know, the value of the gold that he got, however, I mean, I'm talking about OhMyV here with 2 kills. When you're talking about like the distribution of wealth for Blacklist International, you're happier. And up until that moment, though, the Kelra finds another play.
Yeah, they're still going to be looking for something. They did commit the conceal. They might look for an angle here on the bottom side. Ryzen going to be working on the jungle. They're forcing the cold altar around. One after another, the queen is down. Another kill going in the hands here of Chaknu. Wise trying to buy some time at 2 max falls. Now Ryzen here on the backside trying to buy some more time. Doesn't have enough damage here to follow him up just yet. Kelra happy. They get the turret down, and now they can go to where they need to be.
Very sweaty game, but it was, I mean, the fast skirmish. I would say Omega really wanted that. Surely they lost that to Max, but they got a tower, and Kelra also gets a kill. Collects himself a lot of bounty in this game. Now will be taking over the mid lane and the bottom lane. There's so much farm on Kelra's side, and it's gonna be a bit of a problem in the incoming minutes for Omega. It's gonna be the mid game, 8 minutes in, and the Lord will be next. But oh my Venus.
Oh my Venus coming in, dragging 2 members down. There's the burst coming out from OhMyV as he gets down Chaknu. So they only get 1. That was so close there. Luckily, Etu Max with the black shoes. So they only lose 1. But look at the gold lead. They're still holding on here. Can they hold on to it long enough?
I think that they don't really think about the gold lead and how great it is for Omega. What they care about now is to funnel everything into OhMyV. Even that kill was given to OhMyV, and he will get a turret as well at the bottom lane. So maybe Blacklist International are thinking this is not about the overall economy. As long as we get the items for OhMyV, we're okay.
Close call. The show almost stopped, and the showstopper could have pushed that, could have forced the issue, but this is great. What Blacklist is doing is they're forcing the issue and giving Omega problems to think about, to solve, so that they can get a clearer go at the Lord and eventually reclaim part of the map.
Oh, a mid-lane madness here. Black Shoes already going to be committed by Etu Max, real-world manipulation. All the ultimates coming down. Etu Max falls. Renzio trying to run to help out the team. There's the drag from the Queen. Can they get the kill? As they do. Ryzen, there's Kelra on the backside, forcing OhMyV back. Kelra with the play, grabbing the double, and it's a wipeout. The triple for smart Omega, and it's a Lord on top of it.
I could not have thought of a more beautiful team fight. Yes, Omega did concede a few lives, but they got exactly what they needed and more.
And this is the Goku versus Vegeta battle where everything is put on the line. They're given all of their ultimates. You saw that clash. It was Omega finally overpowering Blacklist International. Unfortunately for Blacklist, they went in with their cult altar, and when it expired, it was very awkward for OhMyV to be in front of Omega despite him landing a 2-man Shadow Stampede. There was Omega with the counter. Big props to Ryzen for holding onto the ultimate at the right moment. And then finally, Kelra activating the Wind of Nature at the right moment when he battled against 2 of the members of Blacklist International. Everybody played that well. Even when Blacklist International lost the fight, they still managed to force Omega into those tight spots. But unfortunately, once the cult altar is done, Omega will definitely have the advantage.
Wolf, about 5 minutes earlier, you mentioned how the gold, the resources, how it's funneled and how it's allocated for Omega is making all the difference. Kelra, he's about 2,000 gold ahead of OhMyV right now.
That's scary. That's a full Wind of Nature ahead, technically speaking.
I mean, Haji's doing quite a bit of work, the best he can here. Chaknu gonna go down, big pickup. As I just said, Haji making wonders out of the situation despite the gap here. Let's see if they can follow up. Ryzen gonna get pulled in. Kelra goes in on the backside, pops the blazing duet, cancels out pretty much the cult altar. OhMyV falls here, and it's just pandemonium under the tier 2 turret as Smart Omega finds the kill. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but they grab the turret.
Masterful juggling of the turret aggro. They gave up Chaknu to start, but they got away with so much more in OhMyV while taking down the tier 2.
My God. Omega is just on fire right now. Their shot calling and the way that they have synced together is phenomenal to watch. You would have thought that Kelra is crazy to go into that fight under the cult altar and a turret. And they went in for OhMyV. They targeted specifically OhMyV because they know that OhMyV doesn't have his Wind of Nature just yet. So what actually happened is you're gonna think that Cara will not have enough damage, but then again Renzio was there. So they overload onto just one hero, just focused on that one, and they, like you said, juggled through the turrets. My God, Omega's on fire.
And it's not for the lack of maneuvers from Blacklist. They were working with their kits fully. Again, OhMyV33nus was where they needed to be, and they did use the Cult Altar, but as soon as I saw the extra life bars go with
snap.
With Renzio still having his Abysm Strike, I'm like, it's over. Two dudes are dying at least.
That's
but
what-
at least the equivalent is one OhMyV, and that's a two
One
dudes.
OhMyV. I mean, you get one OhMyV, that's a huge amount of damage gone, right?
Exactly.
And again, this is why it works so well against the Faramis pick is, you know, you have the Blazing Duet, you have the lethal counter, and that enough is taking care of the Cold Altar.
Yep, and that's also why they took away the Lolita away from Blacklist International. Was their plan all along. The Lord Dance seems like not a dance at all as Omega is scattered through the map because they know that they have the advantage.
Not just, I really like this beautiful touch of the Lilia. It's a rather low commitment hero that just whittles down and then pokes the life bars of Blacklist, and at some point may force Cult Altar. And as we were just talking, again, the beautiful way Omega has been playing this 30-minute game to clean Lord take. It's the second Lord of the game, a Luminous Lord. Now they're going to start taking away, choking out Blacklist's own resources.
Now we're going to be looking at the items. Looking at Beatrix, the Wind of Nature is now available, so if ever, he's going to be gunned down by Omega. See, that's a big problem to have, but you can see that Omega is actually dealing well with these defensive maneuvers coming up from Blacklist International. I want to also take note that Renzio as well as Ryzen, although they build up the tank, because of the economy of Omega right now with 8k ahead, they now have offensive slash defensive items through the War Axe and of course the Twilight Armor from Ryzen.
Well, here we go. They're going to be marching in with this Lord, charging up the Nuno Blast. They do land one, but can't commit just yet. The charge out from the Lord. Turret's going to be half health here. They can defend here, but Wise is going in the backside, but look at the Blazing Duet into the base. Kelra goes. Wise gets caught here. He falls. Big pickup. OhMyV also quite low, but they still defend for now. So it's only Wise that gets taken out.
Oh my God. You see Omega just let go of the handle, but another fight incoming.
Still going for it. Chaknu gonna charge up here. Immortality gonna be popped. Real world manipulation. They're trapped in a bad position. OhMyV grabbing a kill for himself. Plus Haji. 2 fall for Smart Omega. OhMyV33nus dragging Ryzen to the double kill for OhMyV.
Omega overstayed their welcome, and Blacklist welcomed them with loving arms. They stayed underneath that turret for way too long. They have called the wrong targets at the wrong millisecond, and that's what left Blacklist with all of their inhibitors and a few good kills.
Oh my God, and the crowd is crazy. You saw how OhMyV33nus outplayed them as well. When Ryzen went in for the lethal counter, it wasn't that lethal. And when Ryzen tried to go for the spin over OhMyV33nus, he just flickered out. Wonderful footwork coming out from the Queen, and we are going to see it through the instant replay. I think that that Omega really wanted to push that turret, but it was ill-advised. There's so much defense coming up from Blacklist. So far, the craziness that we are seeing for Omega has been paying off, but not that time.
I mean, Haji just getting in a great position there, but now Wise going to be focused on. Once again, he's quite a lot more tanky now, so he's going to be fine. Nothing just committed just yet. They're going to be crashed down on the... Wow! OhMyV with a big kill. There you go, the double. He's looking for another, but he falls. Shut down by Ryzen. Now pushing into the base. Kelra quite low. Edward trying to zone him out. Ed2 Max has to run. Does not have the black shoes. It's only a matter of time, and he falls. It's only OhMyV that goes down for Blacklist International.
Huge 3-for-1 trade, allowing this Lord, a 16-minute Lord, mind you, still does not have the third passive ability to actually be clear for the taking. Blacklist might actually get this.
A gambit from Omega that did not pay off. You saw that, you understand why they went for it. OhMyV was not in the range of the Cult Altar, but he still managed to get 2 kills before he went down, and that was very crucial. The fact that now Blacklist International will have the control over the Lord is going to be a problem for Omega. Etomax is still 5 seconds away. They need to manage the lanes, and it's not like Omega have taken out any inhibitor turrets, which means that the lanes will be even.
Yeah, I mean, there's barely any health on that mid one, but still, I mean, Blacklist International knows that they have to respect this. Even though they did have the numbers advantage for a little bit, they still have to handle Renzio pushing on the bottom side. Those inhibitor turrets, even though they're still up, they're very fragile, right? So they've got to manage those. Meanwhile, this whole lore dance that we're going to see unfold here.
This lore dance doesn't come easy. Again, yes, Blacklist, they did shrink the gold lead, so that means they're getting items on their key heroes. Again, OhMyV now so much harder to kill. That's what's explaining this quick swing back to 14 to 15 under 18 minutes. But also, you have to mention how Blacklist is now more aware of the tricks Omega can pull.
That's right.
There's not much that Omega can add, save for vision and save for an interesting angle, because so far, back to back to back, they've caught Chaknu even before he releases his Numenum Blast.
Yeah, that was a good little just moment for Chaknu to get OhMyV out of that corner, because they're trying to get the angle here. Lord's going to be less than half health. Wise is trying to get in there if he can. Chaknu with a charge up! Numenum Blast! Perfect positioning! They find OhMyV! Oh my Venus in trouble! Too Haji run to the base, and they're crashing down on Blacklist International. It's another turnaround. Wise rolling out, trying to buy some time, but smart Omega knows they're going to drive it in.
London Bridge has fallen, but more importantly, they picked off OhMyV and got their cake and ate it too. I'm talking about this Lord, and now Wise, the king has fallen as well. Oh no, there's just 3 defenders left with a Luminous Lord, an 18-minute Lord marching down mid. Oh, I can hear the barangay already.
15 seconds for
Here
OhMyV.
you go, Lord. Not gonna join it, but they grab a kill on the perfect target. Can they hold on? Immortality gonna be popped. Edwards still.
goodness.
Haji finds a kill. Killing spree for Ryzen, and they're doing everything they can to stay in the game. The Queen doing work here, and they're still in with Haji. The KDA machine comes in to find a kill, and they're still in the game.
Oh my Venus! Those bursters will deal so much more damage if you're all clumped up together, and bonus damage to heroes as well. Everything that Omega tried to build in the Kelra in front of Blacklist International, they were showered down by the magic damage of Blacklist International.
They had it up to here. It was up there. It was. They had it up to here, and the Queen just said, you know what? You want it so bad? Come on over.
Come on over.
This is twice now that they've done that. They punished Smart Omega.
I know my Venus is like, I'm gonna take the matters to my own hands. I'm gonna take care of this. But then again, you're gonna have to commend Omega. The fight beforehand, during the Lord fight, where they found OhMyV, it was amazing to look at because they comboed it all together at the same time. It was great synchronization and chemistry coming from Omega. That's the reason why they were able to put down OhMyV. Because the thing is, after popping the cult altar, you're stunned up for a little bit. That gives ample time for Ryzen to pop the lethal counter, which, because OhMyV was low anyways, when he goes up after the invulnerability was out. Haji felt it. Haji felt it. He's not gonna check the bushes just like that.
Sense.
No.
They're in a risky position here.
Oh, the wraparound.
Wise gonna cut them off. Real world manipulation comes down. The Queen dragging Ryzen back. There's Kelra trying his best with the blazing duet. Pops the Wind of Danger too. Can they pull this one off? OhMyV quite low. The shutdown. They find the Mega as well. 2 members are down again for Blacklist International.
And we're 25 seconds away from a Lord. There's a quite meaty wave down bottom for Blacklist. But I'm thinking, and I think Omega is as well, this might actually be it.
Ryzen will pick up the Rose Gold Meteor, which is perfect for the defense.
They get the turret Abysm Strike,
Force it.
finding the mark. Now Smart Omega looking to end the game as Edwards going to be the next target.
Oh my Venus is
they
alive.
take him down. The Queen is up. Can they turn it around? The stun on OhMyV, the perfect target. Immortality going to be popped, but Renzio is there. Can he pull it up?
Congrats
It's a
out.
cold altar to turn it around
The base.
again. And they do it. And meanwhile, look at the top side. Base being focused on. And oh my goodness, actually it's Oh My Venus with the turnaround.
My God, Omega How many times should you fall against the Ghost Bursers and Shadow Stampede combo? Don't be near each other. There's so much burst potential from that one. And you see, everything's getting crazy. Chakno, my God. Just for the clear, just for the wave clear. But they are at a big disadvantage. Rise at 11 seconds. Can they hang on? They don't have any AoE apart from it to Max.
This could be it. They're going to push down. They're trying to buy time. Chaknu going to be the next target here. Mega kill for OhMyV. Looking for Chaknu. Ryzen is now up, but what can he do? The numbers aren't there. And Blacklist International, time after time, turns around. Game number 1.
In true Blacklist fashion, they punish every little mistake. They make their way through millimeters of cracks, and they swing back, taking game 1.
The stubbornness and the resilience of Omega have given them a lot.